Hey guys, Ryan here from Indy Wrestling School, and today we're talking about how to build your locker room in your professional wrestling company. Coming up. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you're new here, please consider subscribing below. We put out new videos every single week right here on Indy Wrestling School. One of the most important aspects of running your company is building the right locker room. And what I mean by that is it can make the show fun or it can make the show miserable. I've been in the locker room of shows that I just didn't want to be a part of, and I got that feeling because the locker room did not want to be there. So I know a lot of people, when they're thinking of building a locker room and building their roster, they're figuring, oh, I'm going to book this guy and this guy because I really like this and I really like that, and this guy's gonna be a great star, and that's all well and good. And maybe that'll help out with your audience, but it will not help you long term with a solid locker room. What you need to do is kind of try people out that you're familiar with, and then expand off those. Get references from those people and continue that process until you find your core group of guys, and then you can rotate a couple spots on the roster. And why that's important is because once you get this negative aspect in your locker room, it sort of festers and makes people not want to be there. And pretty soon, before you know it, you won't want to be there. And then you won't be putting out the money for the shows or finding the sponsors or caring about the venue. And then you won't care how the poster looks. And then maybe the show doesn't deliver like you expected, but it doesn't really matter. So it sort of gets in there and it just rots away the entirety of the show. Look, we recently had a couple of students on our shows that we booked from a pretty reputable trainer. And unfortunately, their attitudes just got worse and worse and worse. Now you got to understand, with wrestling, there's always ego involved. So there's always an immense amount of ego, and people just get cocky over time, and that's understandable. It's unrelatable, but it's understandable, and you have to kind of expect it. But this was like record speed. So it was about 4 to 5 different new students, and the deal was, hey, we're gonna put you on the show, but we want you guys to help set up the ring. And since they're all brand new students, they all were happy to do so. And before you know it, they were not happy to do it. And they thought they shouldn't be doing it. My argument was, well, we gave you 6 dates, and the deal was for these 6 dates, you're helping with the ring. After those 6 dates, if you want to renegotiate or talk different terms, then I'm happy to do so. But they didn't feel like waiting the 6 shows, so we couldn't come to an agreement, and so I had to let them go, and they had to go their own way. So you got to understand that that's going to happen from time to time, but the idea is to find those guys out and then remove them from the situation. And probably it was my fault for not removing them earlier because the entire locker room was sort of getting fed up with their attitudes to begin with. So in the future, I have to keep an eye out for that stuff. And so it's just kind of my warning to anybody thinking about running shows or currently running shows. If you happen to see this, if there's somebody who there's multiple people telling you, hey, this guy's a problem, listen to them, because by and large, most people don't want to create drama. They want to eliminate it. So if they're going out of their way to explain to you that this guy or girl is a problem, take them for their word and maybe remove that person for a couple shows, see if the morale improves, and then go from there. That's all I got for you on this video. If you like this video, beat the shit out of the like button, and we'll see you next time right here on Indy Wrestling School.